Hello students, today we are going to study chapter number 14 of SS, or we can say first chapter of civics. As I told you in introductory video also that social science is divided into three parts as history, geography and civics. Till now we have studied history and geography, and today we are going to study the first chapter of civics. The name of the chapter is Unity in Diversity. So let's begin the chapter. So children, before starting the chapter, I want to ask you a simple question that what is unity and diversity? Yeah, you all know that unity means togetherness and diversity means difference or variation. So let's start our chapter with the different topics. The topics of this chapter are understanding of diversity, religion, language, culture, unity in diversity. We are going to study about these topics in this session. Okay? Now let's start with the first topic, understanding of diversity. Our country is a country of diversity. It has a unique identity, having diversity in religion, language, caste and economic equality. Apart from food, festival, customs, rituals and attire, variation is also seen in social life. Let us see what we can do for unity and equality in our country. The diversity which is seen in Indians is rarely seen in other countries of the world. India has become a subcontinent due to these diversities. In our country, diversity is seen in the color complexion, attire, religion, language, food, etc. from Kashmir to Kanyakumari and from Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh. So children, as you all know that India has unity in diversity. In India, people follow different religions, speak different languages, having different caste and having different economic status. Like some people are very rich, some are medium, some are poor and some families are below the poverty line also. And apart from all these diversities, we have variations in food items also, because different people eat different kind of food. People celebrate different festivals according to their religions. People follow different customs, rituals according to their religion. And also they have a specific attire. Attire means outfit or dress. Apart from all these variations, we can see difference or variation in social life also. Different people have different kind of social life according to their religion, their festivals, customs, rituals. People have different social life. Now let's see that what can we do for maintaining this unity, for maintaining this equality in our country. The diversity which is seen in Indians is rarely seen in other countries of the world. Only in India, I said very less countries are there in which this kind of diversity is seen. And our country, so India has become a subcontinent due to these diversities. Because of these diversities, India become a subcontinent. Subcontinent in Hindi we can say Upkhand. And in our country, we can see diversity in color complexion also, apart from all these things like religion, language, food, attire. We can see diversity in color complexion also. And this is due to the climatic conditions of the place. Because some regions are cold here and some are hot. In India only we have diversity in climate also. We have different geographical conditions, so different geographical landforms we have here in India. So that's why we have different kind of climate also in India, because some regions are very cold, some are hot, some are moderate. So these climatic conditions also affects the color complexion of people, attire of people. Like if you feel very hot, what you will wear? Yeah, you are going to wear light cotton clothes. And if you feel very cold, then what will you wear? Then you will wear warm clothes. So like that. And these conditions also affect the color complexion of people. That when you see the people of cold, people living in cold region, they have fair skin, fair color. And people live in hot regions, they have little black color complexion. So like these, very many varieties or many variations we can see in our country India, from Kashmir to Kanyakumari and from Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh. Because not only the people have variations, but also the climatic conditions have variations from state to state. So all these things affect for the, or we can say all these things are responsible for the diversity in India. Next topic is religion. People having faith in different religion live in our country. People following various religion like Hinduism, Sikhism, Islam, Christianity, Buddhism, Jainism, Zoroastrianism and Judaism live together harmoniously in spite of religious diversity. All the religions are given equal importance in our country with good intention that all can practice or follow their religion equally. Now, you all know, children, that I already told you that in India, people are following different religions. So people have faith in their religion. Like Hindu have faith in their God, Islam have faith in their Allah, Christians have faith in their Father, like that, etc. So people follow various religions here, like Hinduism, Sikhism, Islam, Christianity, Buddhism, Jainism, Zoroastrianism. Zoroastrianism means जिसे आप पारसी बोलते हैं ना, पारसी लोग, उसको हम इंग्लिश में बोलते हैं ज़ोरोस्ट्रियनिज्म. एंड जुइज्म को हिंदी में बोलते हैं हम यहूदी धर्म. ओके, सो ऑल लिव टुगेदर हियर इन इंडिया एंड दैट इज हार्मोनियसली मीन्स peacefully, friendly. Okay, so we all live together in spite of we all have different religions, people follow different religions, people live together very peacefully and friendly and show their unity. Because you also experience these things, that in your neighborhood you can see different people live there of different caste or following different religions. In spite of all these diversities, you have friendship with them. In your critical condition, they are always there to help you. So this shows the unity in our country. All the religions are given equal importance. In India, all religions have equal importance. And all religions have good intention that all can practice or follow their religion equally. Means all people are respecting each other, and also in spite of following different religions, they all are respecting each other's religion also. Not only people but their religions also. They all are having respect to other gods also, not only their own god but other gods also. So each religion have equal importance in our country. Next is language. 22 languages are spoken in our country India. Hindi and English are official languages of our country. Hindi, English, Gujarati, Punjabi, Bengali, Marathi, Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, Odia, Konkani, etc. languages are spoken in our country. In spite of having diversity in language, various languages have importance to maintain unity in our country. So children, as I already told you that 22 languages are spoken in our country, India. But in spite of these languages, we need some languages for our official work, because we have different states here, we have different people following different religion, and we have different people speaking different languages, but we need some common language for doing official work here. So Hindi and English are our official languages in spite of all diversities. Then for example, Hindi, English, Gujarati, Punjabi, Bengali, Marathi, etc. all are the languages which are spoken in our country. And in spite of having these diversities in language, each language have importance, its own importance, which maintains unity in our country. Now next is culture. Cultural diversity is widely seen in our country due to differences in religion and language. Cultural diversity can easily be seen in various religions or states. People living in different parts of the country celebrate festivals like Diwali, Holi, Uttarayan, Dashera, Shivratri, Ganesh Chaturthi, Eid, Christmas, Ashadi Duj, Moharram, Buddha Jayanti, Mahavir Jayanti, Onam, Pateti, Baisakhi, etc. together. People living in the different parts of our country have expertise in different dances like Ras Garba in Gujarat, Bhangra in Punjab, Kathak in Uttar Pradesh, Kuchipudi in Andhra Pradesh, Kathakali in Kerala, Bharatnatyam in Tamil Nadu, Bihu in Assam, Odishi in Odisha, Ghumar in Rajasthan, etc. Now children, as I already told you that people following different religion and speak different language in our country. So due to this, we can see widely diversity in culture also. In cultural diversity, we can easily see that various religions or states, like people living in different parts of country, they are celebrating different religious festivals like Diwali, Holi, Uttarayan, Dashera, Shivratri, Ganesh Chaturthi, etc. All are the different festivals which are celebrated by the different peoples living in different states. Then people living in different parts of our country have expertise in dance. Means each state have its unique dance form, or we can say folk dance. Like in Gujarat, Ras Garba is very popular and it is a folk dance of Gujarat. Bhangra is a folk dance of Punjab. Kathak is folk dance of Uttar Pradesh. Kuchipudi is a folk dance of Andhra Pradesh. So, etc. All states have a unique dance form as its culture. Now, in spite of all these diversities, nowadays people are following each other's culture also. So, this shows unity in our country. Okay. So, along with these diversities, there are also many variations in people's food, attire, residence, customs and traditions, etc. India has become a country with diversity because of geographical factors like climate, topography, farming, forest, etc. As I already told you that along with all these diversities, peoples have variations in food, attire, customs, traditions, etc. Different people have different variations in food, in attire according to their customs or traditions. And also, I already told you that India has different geographical factors like climate, topography, farming, forest, etc. So in spite of all these diversities, India have a specific feature, or we can say unique feature, that is unity. Because along with this diversities also, many people follow, or now people are accepting each other's culture also. So this shows the unity in India. Now our next topic is unity in diversity. Indian culture is one of the ancient culture of the world. People of our country differ from one another in many ways, such as attire, food, residence, religion, language, custom, festival, etc. Yet there is emotional unity. Unity in diversity is a unique feature of our country. People of different religions, languages and caste love and honor their country. They have a feeling of sacrifice and cooperation for their nation. It is called national unity. People maintain peace, security and prosperity in spite of the diversities. Now children, Indian culture is the ancient culture of the world. And you know that in spite of all these diversities, we have a unique feature, that is unity. I am repeating this again and again, that our India has a unique feature, and that is unity in diversity. This is our unique feature. Apart from variations in food, residence, religion, language, custom, we have unity in our country. Now, people of different religions, languages and castes love and honor their country. We all love our country. We all honor our country. So, all the people living in India have following different religions, speaking different languages, having different caste, but they have also love and honor for our country because they belongs to India only. They have a feeling of sacrifice and cooperation for their nation, and it is called national unity. When you have a feeling of sacrifice and cooperation for your country, that is called national unity. Because people, in spite of following different religions, speaking different languages, all people have feeling of sacrifice and cooperation for their country or for our country, and this is called national unity. Even people maintain peace, security and prosperity in spite of all diversities. That's why Dr. Radhakrishnan stated that if we want to survive as a nation, we must accept need of national unity. That's why Dr. Radhakrishnan stated that if we want to survive as a nation, we must accept need of national unity. Stated means point of view, अपना point of view बताना. So Dr. Radhakrishnan says that if we want to be a nation, then we must need of national unity. Otherwise what happens, like you know that the before independence, Britishers rule over us more than 100 years, है ना? So if we show our national unity, then no one have that much guts to rule over us. So it is our need or it is our necessity that if we want to be a nation, we have to accept national unity. During the freedom movement, our countrymen made the vision of unity possible through the feeling of patriotism and sacrifice. Unity in diversity is a special feature of our country. Now, as I already told you, or you all know also, that before freedom, that Britishers rule over us, and at that time the condition of Indian people is very worst. So, but in spite of all that things, all the people of India, or we can say in spite of all diversities, all the people of India shows the feeling of patriotism and sacrifice, and due to which we get freedom. And due to the freedom movement, the vision of unity is possible in the whole country, because whole country was ruled by Britishers. In every state or in every area, the condition of Indian people is worse. So all the countrymen shows their unity at that time, and we got freedom. That is, freedom is the result of the unity. So the vision of unity starts, or we can say possible, from that time only. Because you know that because you all know that united we stand and divided we fall, and Britishers follow the rule that they divide us and rule over us. And when we know the importance of unity, only then we got freedom. And this is a special feature of our country, unity in diversity. Different castes, religions, customs, cultures, languages, etc. are integrated in India. As I already told you, that people here following different religions, customs, cultures, speaking different languages, having different castes, in spite of all these diversities, our India is united. The feeling of patriotism and sacrifice is possible only in India, because we want to be survive as a nation. Since India has a diverse culture, it has been able to create a variety in culture. India has followed the principle of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Now, as I already told you that we have diverse culture in India. So, it also create a variety in culture also. So, for this, India has followed the principle Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. It means the whole world is a family. In India also, people understands that we all are family, and we all have to become together and fight against Britishers. So after that only, when they understood this thing, after that only we got freedom. So now India is following the principle of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. That means the whole world is a family. Next is, India in true sense spreads the feeling of religious tolerance and equality in the world. India is a secular country. Unity in diversity is a unique feature of Indian cultures. In our country, we see combination of various religions, castes, languages and festivals. People of India live a life of coexistence. Indian people have developed and conserved this unique diversity. Now you know that in true sense, in India spreads the feeling of religious tolerance and equality in the world. You all know that people of India now distributes in the whole world, or we can say people of India travels the whole world, and they also teach the religious tolerance and equality in the world also. Because in India, you know, people are giving equal importance to all religions. India is a secular country. As you know, in India we have right to follow any religion of our own choice. Even we have right to speak any language we want, and we have different rights. So it is a secular country. India is a secular country. Unity in diversity is a unique feature of our Indian culture. And in our country we see combination of various religions, caste, languages and festivals. You know, nowadays people are celebrating all religious festivals together, like Diwali. For example, Diwali, you can see Diwali is a main festival of Gujarat, but it is celebrated all over India. Holi is a main festival of Rajasthan, but it is also celebrated in all over India. So like this we can see the combination of various religions, festivals, languages, etc. Even now intercaste marriages are also done. So because of this intercaste marriages also, people are motivated to merge their customs, or they are following each other rituals also. So this is also a combination of various religions. People of India live a life of coexistence. Indian people have developed and conserved this unique diversity. Now, in spite of these diversities, India is also a developing country. People of India are also developed, but they conserve their unique diversity. They are not leaving their rituals, their customs or their religions, but they are also following good things of other religions or culture. So this is a unique feature of India, that in spite of accepting other good things, they are not leaving their own good things also. So as I already told you again and again, that unity in diversity is a unique feature of Indian culture. Not only culture, but it is a unique feature of our country, India. So here I conclude this session, and if you have any doubt, you can ask me in interactive query session. We will meet soon again in next session of this chapter. Till then, bye-bye.